The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to set our oven to 350 degrees. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to take our unsweetened chocolate and we're going to take our coffee that's still pretty hot and we're going to pour that over it. Okay? And the heat from the coffee will melt the chocolate. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to sift our dry ingredients. We have we have half wheat flour and half all-purpose flour. We're just going to put that through the sieve, and we have coarse salt, which may not go through, sea salt, baking soda, and baking powder. We also have unsweetened cocoa powder, so we're doing double duty with the chocolate. And the reason why we use 2 of these is because the unsweetened cocoa has no fat. The unsweetened chocolate actually has about 14 grams of fat per ounce. So if we were to use all that, we would be eating up our points. In our bowl, we are going to add our bean puree, just white beans pureed up in a blender with just a tad bit of water. So we've got some moisture here. Beans maintain a lot of moisture anyway, so we've got that. Then we have brown sugar. We're using brown sugar instead of white sugar for this particular recipe. I'm gonna pour that in there. Okay, and we're gonna turn the mixer on. This is what our mixture looks like after being mixed for a couple of minutes. Here we have our chocolate mixture that's been chilling out, melting for a little bit. I put it in another bowl because the other bowl looked like it was way too small. I didn't want to spill anything. We have our vanilla, put that in there, and we have our almighty buttermilk. So we mix that up a little bit. It smells so good. So we have our wet, we have our dry. One thing that I didn't plan on adding, but as I was thinking about it, I decided to add it, is a little bit of ground cinnamon. Cinnamon gives chocolate an unbelievable lift. And when you're cooking with little or no fat, you need as much of a lift as you can get. So I'm just gonna mix this up. Okay. We kick our mixer on. Cool, everything looks good. Then we have our dry ingredients. Not really, but we have our dry ingredients in this bowl down here. I moved, as you can see, most of the coffee into a measuring cup, so it'll be easier to kind of just pour that into the mixture. Let's get it. So we're going to put a couple of spoonfuls of our dry ingredients in there. And we're going to let it get our mix is all done. Remember these egg whites? Yeah, we have to get these in there, add a little bit of fluffiness, height. These will help the cupcakes be nice and light. And just gonna mix this in. It's probably about 1/3 of the batter. And I kind of just want to mix until I still see a little bit of white. Okay, so now it's time for our second third. which my measurements are a little off today, but it's okay. And just kind of want to spread it all around, down, around, down. You kind of just want to fold it in on itself and go down, around. And you can turn the bowl as you do this, which is supposed to be proper etiquette. Okay, at this point we can add our last third of everything in here. This batter smells like fire. It smells like turned up chocolate. Ha! I get my little turned up in there. But seriously, this batter smells so good. It smells like chocolate times 100. The cinnamon and the coffee really does elevate the chocolate. Not just the taste, but it elevates chocolate as a whole. It elevates the smell of it. It elevates the taste of it. And we're pretty much done. Here's our batter. We just kind of want to make sure that it's okay to have, like you see on the side, we have like these light brown streaks. It's okay, because we're actually going to scrape the bowl down as we start to add the batter into the vessel. I think today we're going to do cupcakes, but this will also work for a layer cake. I'm not really sure. Let's see what we got. Beautiful. So today's choice is going to be cupcakes. We have line cupcake shells here. Line cupcake tin, sorry. Had a brain fart. This batter is not very thick. It's actually very smooth and liquidy. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna put, oh, I missed a couple. You really don't have to scoop it. It just kind of falls out by itself. Our cupcakes tins are filled. They look good. They have plenty of room to rise. I don't worry about any of this actually overflowing or puffing up around the edges, which is sometimes it could be a little clumsy to get those out. So let's just put these in the oven and we'll pop them out. We'll see how they're doing in about 10 minutes. These are the cupcakes. It's been about 10 minutes. I just rotated the pan and we'll let them cook some. We just took these out of the oven 5 minutes after we rotated them. It's been about a total of 15 minutes. So I'm going to say, yeah, 15 minutes on them. You can see they're nice. They're fluffy. When you push them, they spring back. They got that bounce back. So we're going to let these cool. Probably take them out, put them on the rack, and wait for them to cool completely.